Hello everybody, Mark Jones, Mr. Mark's Classroom and Classroom Swag, and you have found us here in the resource room section. I've had people ask me, could you walk us through your resource room? And so today we're going to do that. So I want to give you a bit of a tour. First of all, you see this is the paper section right above, and that's pretty easily describable. The thing that I see in churches that make a big mistake is they have big cabinet doors. And the cabinet doors, you have to open and close. It's like cooking in someone else's kitchen. It's really a hassle. Leave your doors off and label the drawers. And so you can see what's in the doors and you can see what's in the drawers by the large labels that you have. And then underneath we have these large bins, and so they're all easily marked with what is inside, and you can find what you're looking for more quickly. Now come with me a little bit. We're going to go down this section and we're going to go to the paint section. And so the paint section are all the different kinds of paints, with the tempera paint, the acrylic paint. We even have a little bit of spray paint up there. We've not had any trouble with that. But anyway, I hope we're not inviting anything. And then we have the refill gallons right here on the cabinet. And then next to it, you'll see all the different kinds of brushes and stampers, all of it right here. And the stamp pads are here as well. We do have glitter on the high shelf. I really just detest glitter, but nonetheless, we do have some. And then you move into the sticky section. And the sticky section actually is all the glues and tapes. And so the glues are here and the refill station is here. The different tapes are marked in different ways here so that they can all find the sticky section. Now underneath would match that pretty much: glue sticks, hot glue guns, the bingo markers or the dabbers, the watercolors, pot paint. So they're all right here, as well as the large tubs underneath. Now, I think it would be a great addition to our resource room if we had a little thing that hung down on the ceiling that said sticky section, paint section, paper section, because it'd be kind of like the grocery store, you know, you'd be able to find stuff quicker. But go ahead and follow me on around. Next, you're going to see all of the prop boxes that we use in preschool ministry, with blocks, with our, see there's different blocks and stand-up figures, animals that we use with the blocks. And then we also go around, here's the PVC pipe that we have cut into block shapes, trains, Tinker Toys, and then you go on around to the prop boxes. This is like the kitchen play, construction, doctor, garden, and so this is what they would use in home living when they do all the imitative play, and they're all in these prop boxes right here. So for our church weekday school that we do have some pre-math type of things that are here that the teachers can choose to put into their classroom as well. Now, you probably already noticed the large island that we have here in the middle. This is a great surface, and honestly, there are many times that it is filled with things that people are returning. So we're constantly putting them up. We're constantly trying to get them, get it cleaned off and where people can use them again. I think our biggest problem is when people let their kids come in here and play while they're doing something. So we have to really stay on top of that, just like anybody does. Now behind me starts the puzzle section. And so we have all the inlay puzzles, and we go over, and then at the bottom we'll have the floor puzzles, the larger box puzzles. And so all of these are marked on the ends of the puzzle with what's the name of the puzzle and how many pieces there are. So that way you'll know, is this for 2-year-olds or is this for kindergarten? And they'll be able to distinguish which one they want. I think the hardest puzzles to store are the ones with knobs on them. That's the biggest challenge. But we do have to sometimes go to the classrooms and pull the puzzles out and start again, because they get so many carried down there that they don't ever empty them out. And then follow me a little bit more, and this will be the section with the Play-Doh and all the different stamp and cookie cutters, all the different modeling clays are all right here, and then the ice trays for sorting as well. And then we go over a little bit farther some of the foam play and the different holiday idea things that are here. We've got a globe that the teachers can use, as well as all the borders are stored right here. If they're going to do bulletin boards in any of the classrooms or outside the classrooms, are all right there. And then let me show you, this section is kind of a wild card section. And basically we tried to organize it A to Z, or in this case, balloons and beach balls all the way down to whistles and wiggle eyes. So it's alphabetized all the way down, and depending on the age, you would have to be careful what kind of items you would use, because many of them could be choking hazards if you're not careful. Some of the most popular things that we use, like craft sticks and pipe cleaners or chenille stems, they're all listed right here in the drawers. And then some of the smaller items like the clothespins and small craft sticks are here. Here's some shells. These folders have stickers in them that they can pull out. They're sorted by stars or the holidays or whatever it may be, that we keep that stocked as well. We have a bunch of nature things down here as well, like rocks and shells, those type of things that we can use. And then you'll notice we have our die cut machine things are all right here. And so the teachers can pull which ones they want. We added some new shelves this year, and it's been a big help. And then we have people who donate to us these oatmeal containers and coffee cans, and so they bring them cleaned out, and if they're in good shape and we feel like we can use them, we'll stock them up here so teachers will be able to pull them out for their class. We have musical instruments under the die press machine, and we also have letters and stuff already pre-pressed out here, so teachers can just come in, pull out what they need, and be able to go put it up. So we have people who are very helpful in getting all that done. Now, come on around. We do have the paper, the extra paper, so we can use as much of the paper as we can before we actually throw it in the trash. Here's the trash can, and then here's the laminator as well. So the people can, the teachers can come in and laminate their things. Usually, like on a school day, the laminator stays on almost all day long because teachers are coming in and using it throughout the day. Probably some of our most popular things are right here in the island, like if they needed Sharpies or if they needed scissors. Those type of things are quick to get to, and we know that those are right here in the island. Now, I might just point out, we added these two shelves just recently because we had all these large tub items that we really don't get into a lot, like all this fabric. We have a bunch of laundry baskets we use for sorting and being able to get stuff out to teachers, yarn, and then also these pine cones. They just take up a lot of space, and so we put them up here. Now, the one thing I will point out is we do have, here's a little ladder for the teachers to be able to use, containers, and then I also have a place for this cart to go, and this is all of the extended teaching care time during worship. All of their baskets are in here, and they're prepared every week, and then they're placed under here to be used to hand out on Sundays or Saturdays, if that just before Sundays, so they can have them for their classroom. These are some items that have been returned to the resource room on this cart, and they need to be put back into the right places, and we have to watch it. Sometimes this cart gets overloaded, kind of like it is right now. And if you come on around and just see what I have around this side of this, because that wall just comes up the middle because we have a sink, a place where we can wash everything and let it dry. And we can also store many of the things that the teachers need to clean in their rooms, to sanitize. There's gloves for when they're doing first aid or changing diapers. Then many of the things that the teachers will need are all right there. We do have a first aid drawer right here, so that's easy for the teachers to get to. Some tools and safety latches over there. We did actually add this year. We've got books, things that come in our curriculum, and we've sorted it by the concept areas, so that way teachers can pull out books about the Bible, family, church, you know, all the concept areas to be able to have that, and then some of the CDs. The teachers come through this door. I like for this door to stay shut because this is a room that really isn't to be shown off to our guests. And then we have some recreational things over here on this wall as you enter. So the hula hoops, all of the stuff that you would use in the sand, or you would use as kind of a sensory play as well. For instance, here's, well, the corn's all gone. Here's some noodles that we play with. There's beans and rice. And so they can take the whole bin to their classroom and be able to play with it. And you can see here's the scoops and funnels that we set up here on top that usually are inside there. So here's all the paper for the teachers to be able to put on bulletin boards, some more of the recreational things. And then we've propped this door open here, but behind the door is the drip pans that we use, that we got at Walmart. And this is the door we come in whenever we're going to unload the car and bring it in, and be able to put it up here in the stock so people can use it. Okay, well that's kind of a short, maybe not that short, tour around the resource room. Maybe it'll help you organize your resource room.